All right, folks, good to have you here. You know, there's something special about a motorcycle that just gets it right, blending that timeless look we all appreciate with the kind of modern performance and reliability we expect these days. Today, we're looking at a machine that, in my book, really nails that combination, the Yamaha XSR900. And we're not just talking any XSR900. We'll get a good look at the brand new 2025 model they've cooked up. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of this new one, it feels right to take a little trip down memory lane. Understand where this bike's coming from, its lineage. How did Yamaha strike gold with this neo-retro concept? Let's lay down the history. The XSR900 first rolled onto the scene back around 2016. Yamaha had this idea. They called it Faster Sons, a nod to their rich history, building bikes that honored the legendary Yamahas of the past, but built them with today's engineering. Not just a pretty face, but a machine with real spirit.
Look at the speed of that Yamaha, because Roberts goes straight past.
The heart of it, right from the start, was based on the well-regarded MT-09. And the engine? That fantastic CP3 inline triple, initially an 847cc unit. Think about that. A potent, character-rich engine and a bike that just looked right. It was a smart move, and it turned heads immediately. One of the early standouts, and many of you will remember this, was that 60th anniversary edition in yellow and black. That wasn't just a paint job. That was a direct tribute to the speed block design that the great Kenny Roberts made famous. Pure class.
On a small basis with good equipment.
And it wasn't just looks. For its time, it came well equipped. Adjustable throttle modes, ABS, traction control, and a suspension tuned for a proper ride. It's no surprise it got high marks, even picking up Cycle World's Best Middleweight Street Bike Award back in 2016. That told you something right there. This XSR 900 was a serious contender from day one. Yamaha didn't just let it sit either. They listened, they refined. And then came a pretty significant update with the 2022 model. This was more than just a refresh. They went deep. The engine got a bump to 890cc, giving it a bit more oomph where it counts. But they didn't stop there. A new frame, die-cast aluminum, designed to be stiffer and lighter. You know what that means. More precise handling, a more responsive feel. The suspension saw improvements too, for a better ride and more planted feel. What really caught everyone's attention with that 2022 update was the electronics suite. For a bike with these classic lines, it was packing some serious modern tech. A 6-axis IMU. That's a sophisticated piece of kit that monitors the bike's every move. This allowed for things like lean-sensitive traction control, slide control, even lift control. Makes for a more confident ride, no doubt. They threw in cruise control too, which is always welcome on a longer stretch, and they even managed to trim some weight. Smart engineering. And that brings us to what we're really here to see today, the 2025 Yamaha XSR 900. This is the latest chapter, and it shows Yamaha is still dedicated to that Faster Sons ideal, refining it year after year. You look at it, and it's unmistakably an XSR 900. That classic round headlight, the sculpted tank, that clean, sporty tail section. But they've tweaked it, refined the ergonomics, made it an even better place to be. Let's talk about what's powering it. Still, that proven CP 3890cc liquid-cooled, DOHC, inline triple. A solid, reliable power plant. We're talking around 117 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and about 69 pound-feet of torques at 7,000 RPM. Good usable power with that great triple character that just pulls. The frame is still that lightweight, strong, die-cast aluminum. But check out the suspension. Up front, 41mm inverted forks, fully adjustable, preload, compression, and rebound. Same story at the back. A linkage-type monoshock, also fully adjustable. That's proper stuff. It means you can really set this bike up for your way of riding. Electronics, it's got 'em. That 6-axis IMU is still there, working behind the scenes, managing the traction control, slide control, lift control, and brake control. All lean angle sensitive. You've got selectable ride modes, D mode, cruise control, and a feature many will appreciate, a quick shift system or QSS for seamless up and down shifts without touching the clutch. Makes for smooth, quick work through the gears. All this information is presented on a nice, clear 5-inch full-color TFT display that can even connect to your smartphone. Now, for 2025, Yamaha's paid some real attention to rider comfort and control. There's a new seat designed to be more comfortable for both rider and passenger. The handlebars have a new shape. There's a 14-position adjustable Brembo clutch lever, new rubber-mounted foot pegs to damp vibration, and a redesigned shift lever. These are the kind of thoughtful touches that make a real difference on the road. Brakes are top-notch, as you'd expect. Dual 298mm discs up front, with radial mount calipers and a Brembo radial master cylinder. A 245mm disc at the rear with a Nissan caliper. And of course, ABS is standard. It rides on lightweight spin-forged wheels, which help with handling and feel. Full LED lighting all around, including a bright bifunctional headlight. With a wet weight around 425 pounds and a fuel tank holding about 3.7 gallons, it's got the legs for a good day's ride. So, the 2025 Yamaha XSR900. It's a beautifully evolved machine that masterfully blends classic appeal with modern engineering and thrilling performance, proving Yamaha's commitment to getting it right. If this look at the XSR900 got you thinking, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, ride safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.